Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Like that. Hey. No catch up.
Kamera yafite kwata.
A very good morning, everyone. Break and finish live Facebook, Twitter, share live YouTube. Good morning to you. Now these two very proud sons of Ugandan pool. They've made it accustomed to us that when they play, it is a national, a regional, and a continental affair. It is one match that has Ugandan pool to a standstill. It is like them coughing and the entire country and the majority of the continent sneezing. It is two frames that have been played between Ibrahim SEJJEMBA the killer and CEAZER CHANDIGAR the scorpion. This final is a race to 9 for the consequence of being the first player to win an open competition in Uganda in the year 2026. Welcome to Laban's Arena in Namlanda for the very last time today. It is the final after 31 protagonists, after 30 earlier matches excluding the third place match. We finally have one to seal it all. The Scorpion has his scores by the scoreboard on the top of the screen in blue. Just with the introduction of the match, we have been subbed to the finest of them shots in the competition so far. Cue ball off the top cushion into the black. He had the imagination to believe that there was space enough to try and put black direct to the side pocket left of the yellow, or direct. Either way, it is beauty, beauty, beauty. CEAZER 2, IBRAH 1, race to 9, final.
Musiramu nidda eyanambe wika mwakula iti white material.
As for Ibrahim SEJJEMBA, 2025 is the kind of year he will quickly want to forget, but by his very high standards only, I want to say, because he won 3 comps like this one. How many of you will call that one a bad season with 3 competitions won? For IBRAH, it was a very poor year because he performed in about 2 dozens in about 3 countries. He was only successful thrice, but importantly, one of the comps that he won was a race to 7 in the final, where he faced against CEAZER at the Ultimate Pool Arena in Kampala by 7 frames to 5. IBRAH coming victor. He won another comp that was organized at Club Itano in Mokono, and one more comp that was won at around the same time when CEAZER was winning the Super 8-man comp that was organized at Dice Lounge. For the rest of the year, IBRAH has got very good team performances to take home about in 2025, inspiring his team Roxbury to win the Uganda National Pool League, as well as the same team Roxbury winning the Q Masters International Carnival, the Dar es Salaam edition. As for CEAZER, it is quite easy to believe that 2025 has been his best ever year. He became the 3rd player to win 2 cars by winning the Uganda National Open Championship more than once after Bwanika Mansur and Fahad Sewankambo, but the 4th to win the national championship thrice overall. You factor in Jonah Turige, who as well won it twice. It's just that one of the 2 he did not win a car because it was not yet in place. He also won the Q Masters International Carnival Arusha edition, won the Billiards Cafe Classic competition in Lusaka, and summed off the year by winning the Patriarchs Pool Championship in Harare. He's a very, very happy soul, I want to believe, after having one December month in which he accumulated more money than all of us watching on the stream. As if that is funny. Okay, he won more titles. Let's not over monetize. Representing Roxbury, his management team, Ibrahim SEJJEMBA. I know quite clearly his bosses should be sleeping now. They are very, very busy people. But after waking up tomorrow, they'll be watching this action. CEAZER representing his management team, the ATA. They really had a monster of a signature of this Scorpion, who has come to be the most dominant figure in Ugandan pool, becoming a sensation at all venues where he plays and all over the internet when his matches come live. You can imagine 800 people plus watching only after 3 frames played, and yet it is close to 2 a.m. in the night. It could be black-potted prematurely if you are very unfortunate. I will not go down proudly saying that CEAZER has won frame number 4. The fact is that he has won it anyway. Or will I say IBRAH has lost it? It's now IBRAH 3 and CEAZER 1.
Shot IBRAH.
Thank you for watching, Salim Magera. You are in 2026. Thank you for advising me. Maybe I'm a little bit outdated. Mutunji Hilary, you said these are highlights only. Wow, potting black prematurely is not a highlight. Bad luck, you say. Kibeti John Bosco watching from Bali on the YouTube stream. Mbusam Kadi watching on the Facebook stream. Thomason Cones and Rachel Mbewe. I even don't know when she sleeps. Oh, I now remember it is afternoon, where she's all over the comment section on Facebook saying that at our home, in our country, it is afternoon, because she's in Denver, and yet she's 100% Zambian. 3-1. The Scorpion is enjoying the lead against the Killer and playing for a 4th. He's one guy that tested IBRAH's dominance of Ugandan pool and almost unwrote all that IBRAH goes to write, most especially during the years that were between 2018 to 22, with IBRAH becoming the first and second Ugandan to win an international competition, that was Billiards Cafe 2020, as well as Grand Mchana 2023. CEAZER winning Grand Mchana 2024 and winning as well Billiards Cafe 2025. He as well added the PPT plus the Q Masters International Carnival, making it 4 competitions won by the same player internationally in the space of just over 1 year. That is top class performance plus. He now looks to be on the verge of winning a 4th frame in this final of action that we have been watching for just about 12 hours. We still have one final match that has the 2 prodigal sons of Ugandan pool taking on each other, one of them grabbing the bull by the horn, at least for the start. CEAZER wins frame number 5. It is the Scorpion now leading by 4 frames to 1 in a race to 9. IBRAH has to start winning really. Don't let CEAZER's lead grow so big. He also has to avoid some of the unforced errors. Of course, in some of the frames, CEAZER has not been permitting IBRAH almost to play whatsoever. That one painful frame that IBRAH lost by prematurely potting black could have been 3-2. It is now 4-1 race to 9.
Caesar, bring that one.
You are watching the final of the 32-man competition that is happening here at Laban's Arena, Namalanda Training Center, near Kampala, the district that is called Wakiso. We are right at the shore of Lake Victoria. You can practically throw a stone into the lake, and when it does fall there, you would say that you will have thrown a stone into the world's largest freshwater lake, as in fresh, not salty.
Under 10.5.
You need about 1 hour by flight to cross the waters of that mighty lake, which is a big dependence for the country of Uganda, as well as Kenya and Tanzania, that share it jointly as the East African community. Where we are is also the exit of Uganda by air, close to the international airport, as well as entry by air. It's also close to the State House. In this, you're watching the last stream from myself for quite some time, unless things get different this time round. Normally when there are presidential elections in Uganda, we don't have internet for some days, so you may not see me a lot online, maybe until around 20th or something. Action between CEAZER and IBRAH has got a lot of history, and they have played a few dozens of matches, some in competitions like this, some earlier in the rounds, some in the finals, some money matches. I even lost count of how many money matches they've played. They must be 5, maybe 6. In frame number 6, it is IBRAH seemingly winning with a single visit of the table of his own. Has to cut sharp the red right against the rail. Cue ball may have to bounce back and forth of 2, if not 3 cushions. If played with too much power, it could as well be 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So close is the cable to the cushion, but the killer will be okay. Has to be a little bit careful. Cable could be played into the corner pocket. He wins the frame as he puts the black. It is IBRAH 2 and CEAZER 4.
Sebo Nandi, what is more killer? They shoot. Let us see.
Four frames to 2, ladies and gentlemen. The Scorpion up on the killer. This is the final of the 32-man competition, the very first of the year that is open to the national team players. The first comp that I streamed 3 days ago had exemption of these guys. It was won by Innocent Tumushabe, the same guy that Caesar defeated in the first round today. A closer game than you may think it was. Race to 7, I think, ended 7-5 or something. Innocent was close to taking the match to a decider, but not close enough. For Caesar, he may simply want to win this one to set his year ablaze, try and pocket some money. For IBRAH, this is not just about money. He simply wants to beat Caesar. What he needs, IBRAH, is to keep registering, keep participating. He has the class, no shade of a doubt. He has a very trusted pattern of play, which has of late been lacking in terms of consistency. He has this chance to prove his doubters wrong. If he can win this match, if he can win 7 frames before Caesar can win 5 out of the remaining 12, it will be the talking point for pool fans across the continent tomorrow, most especially if the hunter is hunted down, if the killer wins in this race to 9. Here he is with 3 reds to go. Black is in space. Remember, he won frame number 6 with a single visit. He could produce 2 in a row, most especially if the red close to the cue ball is possible. In between those 2 yellows and the red, you get a feeling it is risky playing with that kind of pattern, because cue ball wouldn't be natural for the last red, which is was well viewed clearly. I'm speaking to a straight line between that red and the cue ball. Has to be sharp cut, perhaps. We'll want the red at the right end of the table. Should be okay. This leaves a straight line between white and red and corner pocket bottom of the screen. Clearly it's where he will want to put the red. If he's to play it with backspin, he will want to put black to the side pocket left. If he wants to play it with topspin, he will want to put black to the corner pocket top of the screen, which is the option he's going for. He goes for the center pocket. This is tricky but effective. Visit after visit by the killer. He wins 2 frames in a row for the first time in the match after 7 frames of play. It is now IBRAH 3 and Caesar 4. Once again, dear viewers, just as a matter of publicity, the All Africa Pool Championships 2026 edition is upon us. The official African Championships, the winner of that event is the one that becomes officially the African champion. Durban, South Africa, the host city, starting on the 2nd, I think, up to the 9th of February. That is just under 3 weeks from now. Countries confirming from Tanzania to South Africa to Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Eswatini, amongst others, from the 2nd up to the 9th of February. It is CEAZER playing black for the 5th time in the match out of 8 of the cushion. It seemed to be played. In the end, there was some space, especially after cheating the pocket a little bit. It's now 5 frames to 3, with which the Scorpion leads against the Killer. Once again, it is the final, and the race is 9. Can't believe that I'm communicating to you way past 2 a.m. East African time, and yet right at the venue, if I can flip the camera around, which I will shortly, seemingly nobody has left this place. They wanted to watch this action in real time with their naked eyes, and yet online now streaming to 1,200 people watching the action live, and I believe way more thousands shall be watching tomorrow and the following days, because of course the live stream came at a time when people were clearly sleeping. It is the Scorpion, the pre-match favorite, that is enjoying a 5 frames to 3 lead, that is needing to win 4 out of the remaining 9 to win the first open comp of the year. It is the Killer with the task of ensuring that CEAZER doesn't achieve that feat, that he doesn't start off the year with yet another win. That he doesn't make Laban's Arena his own fortress. Once again, there is live stream on Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Cherry Live YouTube, that have been the streaming platforms of this action across the length of day to day. For IBRAH, the intention was perhaps to play the cue ball into the red that is close to yellow near the side pocket right. His calm shot on that one. He may play at some point in the near future a shot with the same exact intention. IBRAH has to be careful. CEAZER is not the guy you just like to bring back into frames. Like you can see, in one split second, a bad looking frame, in another split second, the frame is open. You get to look at the positioning of the balls, most especially the yellows that CEAZER is playing. What could give him a chance to go for the frame? Maybe it is finishable. You look at the black. If manipulated well, it could be played into the 2 reds of the red that is left towards of the 2, and again off the right cushion. If played well, we could be served to black being potted off red into the corner pocket to right. I am only assuming he has a chance to dream about playing black because of the position of his yellows now. He has demonstrated with his previous ambition that he perhaps wanted to play the cue ball into the black, split it open, coming short on the shot and playing snooker. I'm not so certain the total snooker it is. Maybe it is, by the way. IBRAH to try and find red off the right cushion, off the cushion into a red. At least he doesn't foul. if Caesar can pot yellow. He's looking at the corner pocket bottom of the screen with a little bit of top spin cue ball to follow that yellow a little bit bottomwards. He may have to leave an angle to have a right cut on the yellow, which is near the side pocket left, such that the cue ball drifts into the position of the black to split it open for a clear pot. It's what he was trying to do and has gotten the shot wrong. He almost fouled, but he even knows more that he's almost losing the frame. From the YouTube stream, thank you for watching. Markma99, you say that the commentary is full of coaching. Markma, believe you me, the players can hear none of what I'm saying. Frame number 9 is going the way of the killer, who started off as the distant second best player for the last 15 minutes, maybe 10. He has been a distant better player. He's pulling one back again. He's making it realistic that yes, it can happen for him to defeat Caesar in the final yet another time. 4 for IBRAH, 5 for Caesar, race to 9 at halfway point. It can be anybody's game. Please keep me company. Please don't sleep. This is too good to watch tomorrow. Frame number 10. Call it the second half of the match, broken by the killer, getting to pot both red and yellow on the break. Leaves some pile up of 2 balls, a yellow and red, close to the black, near that black spot, as tricky balls on the table. The rest are pretty neat. He'll want to close the table playing red into yellow to pot yellow, and does exactly so, and closes the table by black balls. He is playing yellows. 1 yellow ends up touching red as a consequence of the shot. I want to believe he'll be having his mind fully on that yellow, the one that is touching red near the cue ball. But remember, he played red into yellow, meaning that he's playing yellows. Five, 4. He is down, playing for an equalizer and playing safety. There was a network glitch for a few seconds, most especially in the YouTube stream. I believe that YouTubers are now sorted. And I believe the Facebook stream is as well flawless. any neutrals will want perhaps IBRAH to win this ongoing frame, make it 5-5, make it an official race to 4.
One by one.
I'm not so certain CEAZER has full sight of the red that is in between the one near black and the one close to the yellow ball. If he has full sight of it, he could play the cue ball into the black or the red close to the black, split them both open, plays it into the black, splits the frame open. No prizes for guessing what is just about to happen. He wants to put the last red on the table to the corner pocket. Bottom left may be played with top spin, cue ball bounces off the bottom cushion back to close proximity with the black, which you can have sharp cut to the side pocket right or corner pocket top right. He's going for the side pocket and is sinking it in and is increasing the lead. Amidst the round of applause after 10 frames of play, it is the Scorpion 6 and the Killer 4.
Thank you. Thank you, CEAZER.
I hope you are enjoying the action, dear viewers. That has been the story of the day in the tournament that started just around noon, having non-stop streaming up to now, having the dream final. It doesn't get any better than IBRAH versus CEAZER. It is this action that gets you online in thousands when you're even supposed to sleep. I'm not even happy saying that one. Sleep is good for human health, but watching good pool is also good for human health as well. Potting red, cue ball bouncing off the cushion, closer to yet another red. Maybe we'll be playing the red that is in between the 3. He goes for the right one instead. Sharp cut to the side pocket right with the left cut on the red is what he's trying to think about. Just that cue ball isn't natural. Maybe if he cuts it left, puts it to the side pocket right with backspin, it could be played into the yellow that is close to the red. But has to do it with too little power. Sometimes he doesn't have too much control of the cue ball if he slides bigly off the yellow, which is close to red. He avoids the yellow, off cushion into the red, and it works. Playing the red and putting it now the side pocket left will not be a problem. The resting position of the cue ball after the shot may be. Cue ball by the Scorpion is left frozen against the cushion. It is some kind of trouble here. Of course, he wants to put it diagonally to the corner pocket close to the bottom of the screen by simple roll. All he needs is to be on target. On target, he's not. Advantage, IBRAH. 6 frames to 4. It is Caesar in the lead. Frame number 11 is heavily poised in favor of IBRAH. Lots of history between the players, lots of similarities, lots of things which unite them, but are now bigly divided by competition, which for me is okay in sport. I like it for IBRAH. He, together with Ian, together with Kasozi, every time they take on Caesar, he knows it that he only stands a chance if he plays his maximum best. Wanting to put 2 yellows left on the table now, one to the corner pocket top with backspin cue ball into the cushion. The rest is just a formality. Of course, yellow and black to respective side pockets right and left for the kill to record the 5th out of 11. As though playing with some kind of arrogance, some kind of vigor, but with a lot of skill. IBRAH 5 and Caesar 6 and the rest to 8. Frame number 12 is a dry break by the killer. For the Scorpion, a chance to increase the lead. I don't know how big a chance it is. Cue ball positioned almost dead, almost frozen against the cushion. Almost unplayable, almost unportable. Just that the guy trying to play is Caesar. You get to think he'll want to play, not to pot, leave the table open, leave the cue ball at a position where IBRAH will be having almost the same kind of difficulty with which to put any of the balls left on the table. A seemingly calm, composed, cool IBRAH folding his hands around his chest as though he knows exactly what he's doing. He's gotten, sees exactly where he needs him, where the match is delicately poised in the balance, could swing either way. That's why this frame, maybe the next, will be very critical. You get to think if Caesar wins the frame, he gets back the overwhelming favorite status back, because he will be needing to win just to. If IBRAH wins it, it will now become an official race to 3. The table remains open. Caesar plays with the intention, I want to believe, not to pot. This ongoing frame will be hard fought for whoever between the two will be winning it. I don't even know if there is any kind of way to go for either the yellows or reds. Trying to finish off the frame, it's quite risky. A very long day it has been for the players, for the fans. Very long enjoyment, both at the venue as well as online. A very long day for the streamer and the commentator, but it's also fun. He wants to play the cue ball into the yellow, and it does so. It just lacked a little bit of power. Otherwise, given the position between white and the yellow, that was a shot played with a lot of skill off the cushions. Again, plays off the cushion, finds the yellow, still leaves it pretty much dead. Two shots played with too much skill, but to no effectiveness. Ogonaval asking about the race. It is race to 9. The final, it is Fabo Chingi supporting CEAZER Mente in Lusaka, Zambia. I want to see some fans supporting IBRAH from Lusaka. These guys were with Sharks Pool Club, both of them, together with Victor in 2022 from 2021. Each one the first and last edition so far of the Billiards Cafe Classic Comp, for IBRAH winning his in 2021, CEAZER winning his in 2025. In between those years, there were victories in that competition, I think, for Aiden and Kinte. In fact, Aiden twice, unless I'm mistaken. And that's cool shooting, not very effective though. Playing the cue ball with the backspin into a dead yellow, away from the point of danger, but in the end not potting, also not leaving it free because it rests so close to another of IBRAH's reds. Again, playing off cushion, hopefully into a yellow. And yes, the shot is legal. Bonga Mlongo supporting IBRAH on Facebook. Why front Dylan, you say both of them are your favorites? You just wish them good luck. Rachel Mbewe supporting IBRAH, like she seems to insinuate on the YouTube stream. Thank you for watching. Robin Parker, you miss the days of IBRAH Wansubiza. Wansubiza means you promised me. Now IBRAH has this very fond fan who is called Mbarak. Fan and friend, almost brothers with him. One time IBRAH was defeated in a competition and Barak said he almost prayed, and when he returned home, when the match ended, he went to IBRAH's home and told him, IBRAH, you are like my brother, promise me that you will never make me cry. And IBRAH promised that from today I will win my matches as my fan, I will never make you cry. So every time IBRAH was playing, Barak, always by his side, was saying, once it means you promised me, as a way of motivating IBRAH to fight on and on and on and win. And it was an effective way. It's warm. Gonzagida, thank you for watching. You say guys who are still at the venue have to be reminded that there will be no taxis on the road. Yes, some of them are resident in and around. Some of them will have to get accommodation nearby. Public transport is not an option at this time of the night or at this time of the morning. It's already Monday morning. Those who know how to keep time very well may even be already waking up for Monday's work, and yet the venue is still full to capacity. The internet is still full to capacity. Let there be light. Thank you for watching and trust in Hapata. Beryl Moige say today he will cry. I don't know. Beryl Moige is a very fond fan of Mansour, but for some reasons not exactly related to pool. Makma, welcome to the stream. Watching on YouTube. Wayfront Dylan on the Facebook stream. Thank you for watching as well. This will go down the record as the longest fought frame in the final. In the end, it is seeming like it is going to produce another frame to be won by IBRAH. He will of course be putting the red to the corner pocket top of the screen. Cue ball may need some cut if he's to put the second red to the side pocket left, where he may as well need to put the black, or better still put black to the corner pocket bottom left. Now the cut he's leaving between white and red is testament that he may want to put black and red to the same side pocket on the left. Once he cuts it in, cue ball will be natural for black as long as he's on target. If he's not on target, very, very, very unfortunate miss. The yellow, which is near the side pocket, is portable to that same side pocket where there is the red, especially off the red. That's why CEAZER is playing in some kind of way now to put yellow to the corner pocket top right with top spin, cue ball naturally following the yellow to the top end of the table. In fact, all the way. That kind of top spin, maybe too much power it is. Still portable. Off red to the center pocket. To record for CEAZER, yet another win. You would presume so. He aims and shoots. He has to guide it. Off red, misguided, maybe miscued. I love for the fact that he has reported himself to his opponent. Nobody realized anything like double stroking or that kind of thing. I love it for the fact that to him, while it is a competition, it is first a game. With the free shot, IBRAH will need to spin the cue ball backwards, put black and red to the same side pocket. The rest is a formality. I've just been joking with Rashida because she's seated right near the commentary post, because I've taken off a minute to try and revisit the situation where CEAZER reported himself for fouling with nobody having recognized. And indeed the foul was there, but very difficult to see on the naked eye in real time. Rashida, I asked her if she would report herself if she were involved in that situation. Then she said, guess what? If the game is that tight, I cannot, but if I'm having a healthy lead, I would. That's what makes CEAZER unique. Not just shooting balls, of course, so many can. If IBRAH finds a way of clearing these 4 yellows and the black, he will be in the lead for the very first time in the match. He's shooting like the more confident player, also the more composed player, with consistency now in his attacking rhythm, consistency in his brain game. And looks to be set. Just 2-3 good shots away. Has to be a little bit careful. If he plays normally, he will get himself knocked. Of course, he doesn't play normally. He will simply want to draw the cue ball a little backwards off the cushion as he puts yellow to the corner pocket top left. Of course, with the aim to put black to the center pocket left. Yellow to the corner pocket top right. Cue ball having some right spin as he plays it against the right cushion. If played well, he could have natural white for black to the center pocket left, but then that will hamper his ability to pot. He could play the cue ball round the reds off 3 cushions. That is an option, but a rather difficult one. It is also the arrogant option. He's opting for the easier option of the two. He could as well decide to roll it, just simply roll it, as long as he maintains sight of the black. There are so many options, especially given the position between white and yellow. That's why he's taking too much time before playing. He's not yet made up his mind. Don't look at this as obvious skewing. It is a little tricky. In the end of the day, he is as tricky as the situation he was faced with. For the first time in the match, after 13 frames, the killer is leading against the Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim SEJJEMBA 7 and CEAZER CHANDIGAR 6 and rest to 9 in the final. You're asking if countries like the DRC or West African countries do not participate in most of the competitions that we play. By the way, this is not just the competitions we are talking of. This one is strictly local, a local Ugandan comp, just like some Ugandan players have gained international status. But yes, the sport is not as popular in some countries as it is in others. Imagine Nigeria, a powerhouse of polo on the continent, only just starting to build a polo industry, all being inspired by big cows wanting to deal with players from the rest of the continent, also wanting to develop a big arena in Lagos for the first time. We know that Nigeria is a home of talent. As for the DRC, I don't know so much about what is happening there. Other countries that are participating, but only in the initial stages, are the likes of Rwanda, the likes of Sudan. Not so much happening in West Africa. In DRC, I absolutely know nothing.
Zengamba musiramu.
Zengamba tamuchitula.
15 tombamu. Wewe.
Eyo shoti mbi. Banaye eyo mbi. Banaye.
Awisi. CEAZER man.
The number one. Number one always be number one.
Thank you.
Ibrahim SEJJEMBA 7, CEAZER CHANDIGAR 7, rest to 9, 2 minutes time out for IBRAH.
Ulomu saba mudini lyo. Ulomu saba mudini lyo. Musiramu. Time out. Time out.
Murife don't run. Murife.
Time out. Left. Kaka ni rejelea chokunywa. Labani. CEAZER tuleta bidi. Omayo gere mu lulimi lwe oba mu lufuutifuuti. Musiraamu ebalayi musiraamu ekikobo tukitwala. Asa nipanga bulungi. Webale nnyo. Caesar man, the number one.
People power.
Caesar.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with a maximum of 3 frames to decide who of the Ugandan prodigal sons of Pool will be walking away victor in this race to 9 that has been played so far for close to 1 hour, including 5 minutes of timeout. In this frame and the next and maybe the very next will be determining who of IBRAH and CEAZER will test first blood in the year that is 2026, after the two having very contrasting years. 2025 CEAZER highly successful, IBRAH absolutely not, and yet the 15th frame out of a maximum of 17 looks to be set to be won by CEAZER. Has the little problem of cue ball that is so straight in between it and red. Backspin will not guarantee him cue ball. For the last red to the side pocket right, maybe you'll have to play top right spin such that if the cue ball bounces off the cushion, it is played rightwards where the last red ball is, at the bottom end of the table. But it as well doesn't come with ease. Maybe simply play big top spin with too much power, negotiate the passage of the cue ball into those 2 yellows which are near the side pocket. Oh my goodness, with big top spin, right direction, off the cushion into a yellow, but even the yellow couldn't stop its movement. No better way to entertain the crowd. They have all the reason to get satisfaction for playing this late in the night, being served with total entertainment, total offense, as the Scorpion leads again in the final. It is CEAZER 8 and IBRAH 7.
CEAZER man, number one, CEAZER man, CEAZER, bring that one.
It's 2 frames to go. IBRAH needing to win both, CEAZER needing to win one to determine our winner tonight.
CEAZER man, bring that one. Oh my God.
A very jubilant crowd that started almost on the morning of Sunday. They are even more vibrant on the morning of Monday. That's why it is such a hub for polo on the entire African continent, this country that is Uganda. By the way, it is almost the same passion you'll find in Zimbabwe, same passion in Zambia, same passion in Tanzania, same passion even in Kenya. People simply love their stars. He will take all the time he has in this world, needing to perfect a clearance that will at least take the match into a decider. Perhaps to be inspired by those very memorable times in which he defeated CEAZER in the recent and non-recent past, most notably a Super 8-man comp final that was played at Dice Lounge 3 years ago, most notably the 2 lives of the Billiards Cafe Double Life Classic that was played in Lusaka in 2023. Noted also the third of 3 money matches that were called the trilogy between the two. The first two won by CEAZER, but the last one won in the decider by IBRAH. The quality that saw his team Roxbury outplay CEAZER's upper volta in the Ugandan Pool League, simply to win this frame and the next, in what will become the talking point for African pool lovers tomorrow and many more days to come. That is what these two amazing talents have gotten us accustomed to. Five reds on the pool table. Rightly so, taking all the time. He knows if he doesn't finish the reds, he not only loses the frame, most likely he as well loses the competition. All this fight will then end in taking second position. 4 of them left on the table, mindful that black is portable to the same corner pocket bottom of the screen where there is as well CEAZER's yellow, but with space enough for IBRAH to pass the black. Red, which is nearest to the top of the screen, is portable now. Cue ball may have to be bounced off 2 cushions, maybe into the red that is close to the cushion, maybe near the red that is near the side pocket right. Not easy stuff this, but as well not an easy customer is IBRAH. For once, the crowd will go dead silent, imagining what is about to happen. Critical for either side of the players that they may be supporting. This is effective from the killer, wanting to put the red that is close to the yellow near the side pocket right, diagonally to the corner pocket bottom left of the screen with a little backspin. It could slide off the yellow into perfect position to roll the second red against the cushion to the corner pocket top right. But first has to play with a little backspin. May need to play the cue ball a little into CEAZER's yellow. May need to perfect a pattern. A shot is on point, and he rightly does not decide to play it into the yellow. He needs that cut between white and red, such that naturally cue ball bounces off the cushion, and with right spin it moves towards the left end of the table, just like that. We may be treated to a decider by the killer. His fans, not as numerous as CEAZER's, are around and will want to motivate him to pot this black, to motivate him to take this match to a decider, to motivate him to maintain respect on his name, to motivate him to remain hopeful that he can win this tonight. And yes, he does. Not yet, not yet, not yet. He can. They can finish. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest games of them all in tonight's 32-man competition. The final between arguably Uganda's best 2, and I'm saying arguably, is heading into a decider, a divider to the wire. Ibrahim SEJJEMBA 8, CEAZER CHANDIGAR 8, rest 9 is officially now rest 1. This is the last break of the match, last frame of the match, last action of the final, last action of the competition, with Caesar breaking and putting one red. Cuba remains in a position so tricky if he were to go for the yellows, which in my opinion are slightly better positioned. Tricky, but possible.
Take time, my friend.
Plays yellow right against the cushion, gets a round of applause from his fans simply for closing the table. Of course, they know that it has been a very critical shot the Scorpion has just taken, with one thing in mind: win the frame by winning their ongoing frame, which wins him the tournament. Very critical, not just to become one more tournament in the bag, but to make himself the player with the first smile in the year 2026, which will be a very long year. It is always inspirational, always motivational if you are to win the first competition of the year. Sometimes the beginning sets the trend for the end. With 5 yellows left on the table, playing one of them, putting it with some little backspin, placing the cue ball in between 2 other yellows, making it realistic that the frame IBRAH won last by break and finish to take the final into the decider may have been IBRAH's last action of the match. 3 yellows on the table to be potted by the guy that has been there and done that, winning 26 tournaments in Lusaka in 2021 and 22, now having won more than 100 events after returning to the country of Kampala late 22, as we speak of 2026 with 100, referring to tournaments, money matches, single venue events in different countries, different cities. A yellow to go, to be put to the corner pocket bottom left. Cue ball may have to bounce off the bottom cushion, then move backward just around the middle of the table, maybe off 2 cushions, maybe off 1 cushion. He may play it off 2 cushions, off 1. And there he is with sight of the black. You can only hope and pray if you're a fan of IBRAH, and pray even more if you are IBRAH himself, that Caesar doesn't get the pot of this black right, but he aims and shoots and puts the cue ball in his face. We have a finalist who is a victor. We have a winner after 14 hours of play, after more than 350 frames, after a few thousand shots. The winner of the first open competition of the year is the favorite of them all, the most dominant player in 2025, starts up 2026 exactly where he stopped in 2025. Final score in the longest contested final is CEAZER CHANDIGAR 9 and IBRAH SEJJEMBA 8. I wish you a very good rest of the evening, perhaps morning. May the Almighty God bless you. Good night and ciao.
Hey!